What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to Old Dominion Dynasty. We're 3-0 on the season, coming off a hard-fought win against Iowa. A low-scoring affair, as I expected. And we've got the 17th ranked Miami Hurricanes coming to town to open up ACC conference play. So they are only 1-1, though. I'm interested to see what their schedule is. So they beat Nebraska 24-14 week 1, and then lost to a 16-ranked FAU. That's kind of fun. Florida Atlantic having a nice season of their own, sitting at 3-0, and they got killed by FAU as well. So surprised they didn't drop more than that. Considering they lost to a 16th ranked team by that much, I'm surprised they didn't fall out of the rankings entirely. But whatever, they're ranked 17th and they're coming to town, so we got to be ready for them. It's fun doing our first game in the ACC, our first conference game, I should say. So I'm excited. Hopefully we can come out with the win. It's a big matchup this week, so let's break out the all blacks with the black Monarch helmet. So in case you forgot, David Monroe, our star freshman running back, did get hurt last week and is out for the next 3 weeks with hip bursitis. So that really stinks for us. We could really use him in a marquee matchup like this, but we're gonna have to make do without him for now. We also have our first visitor of the year, 3-star defensive tackle Michael Moore. He's our kind of secondary option at D tackle because it's our position of need for us, but it doesn't mean we don't want him. Just because he's our second option doesn't mean we don't think he's a good player. So we need a big day out of the defensive line. It looks like either 3 sacks and or 2 TFLs. There are the boys getting hype. Hayden Wolf leading the charge in the huddle there. And there are the visiting Hurricanes. A team that has had so much misfortune since their days on top of the college football world, I should say. Of course, who could forget the game they blew against Georgia Tech this year when Cristobal refused to kneel the ball down. Ironically, I think I made a joke about that in the last episode as well. So it's perfect timing that we got Miami on the docket now. And here we are at SB Ballard Stadium, where the Miami Hurricanes are coming to town to take on the Old Dominion Monarchs. The beautiful scenery and the sunset. This just has all the feelings of a college football game. Let's go. First play from scrimmage, and Tyler Van Dyke drops back, has all day to throw, throws it to the left and finds Arroyo, his receiver, Elijah Arroyo, and he makes quick work of our defense, getting 14 yards on his first touch. Play action, looks over to the right. He's got Xavier Restrepo, a 13-yard catch. A very talented player in real life, so we're going to have our hands full with him today. Counter run to Cheney Jr. and a combination of Damian Charity and Alex Solano bring him down for a short gain of 3. It's a quarterback run, and I missed the tackle of Solano, and someone named Dotson is back there at safety. I assume that's our backup strong safety, I guess. I'm unfamiliar with names. That sounds right, but I'm not sure. Van Dyke drops back looking. Josh Cruz had an interception and he dropped it. Oh, that hurts so bad. Their offense is clicking right now. A turnover there would have been massive. Speed option, and Tyler Van Dyke nearly brought down in the backfield, but Solano gets the slit. He's still going. Tyler Van Dyke with a ridiculous run for 23 yards. How on earth did we not bring him down? That is just ridiculous. Solano had him wrapped up here. Anton Stewart came over and had him. Somehow a perfect block gets thrown to take out our next 2 defenders, and Lamarian James finally finished him off. What a ridiculous run. First and goal, Miami threatening here. Their offense has just been on fire to start the game here. Van Dyke wants to take off again. Anton Stewart brings him down just at the line of scrimmage, and he gets nowhere. Second and goal. It's a run play. Alex Solano can't bring down the running back. Cheney Jr. stiff arms him. Does not get in the end zone, though, so it's going to be 3rd and goal, but they do get inside the 5. 3rd and goal. This would be a huge stop for the defense if we can keep him out of the end zone here. It's a handoff to Cheney, and he's in. Donald Cheney Jr. punches it in from 3 yards out, and Miami is on the board on their first drive. Disappointing start for the defense. The offense is going to have to answer. Oh, wow. Number 6 Florida State goes down to unranked Wake Forest. Huge upset happening in the ACC. Oh, number 10 UCF went down to Tulsa as well. Tulsa, who we just beat last week, just took down a top 10 team. Crazy. As mentioned before, with David Monroe being injured, it's going to be the John Livingston show in the backfield, and he gets us started with a nice 9-yard carry. Over the middle, it should have been intercepted. James Williams gets his paws on it, and Hayden Wolf's first pass of the day falls incomplete. They've loaded up the box, but we're going to try and get it anyway, and Livingston does get it, squeezing forward and gets the first down. John Marshall over the middle. He's got it, and quite a bit more. Takes a big hit, but does get 13 yards. Oh, gosh, the pass rush got in there immediately. Just had to flip it out to Livingston. Tries to make someone miss, but only manages one. It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, gotta have it. We can't afford to come up empty on this drive. And it's intercepted. Tried to get over the middle of Zach Kuntz. It came out a little low, and it's picked off by the Hurricanes. They've got the ball around midfield, and that is just about the worst thing that could have happened. A little quick hitter on their first play. Romello Brinson gets 7. Speed option for Van Dyke, and looked like he was about to break that tackle again, but Ali comes in and finishes it off, and they lose 4 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. Van Dyke drops back, looks to the right. He's got Arroyo, and he's slung down, but he does get the first down. Gosh dang it. Handoff to Cheney, slipping tackles and gets another first down. 12 yards on that carry. Yeah, it's a draw play, and Cheney stiff arms Charity off him. Alonzo Ford Jr. comes in to finish it off, but it's a 2-yard gain. We cannot bring them down with the first guy. It seems like they're breaking every first tackle attempt we make. Van Dyke tried to run a speed option, and Dave Harris brings him down in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up. Van Dyke drops back over the middle. He's got a receiver, Smith. We cannot get him off the field. Keyshawn Smith with an 18-yard reception. It's another first down for the Canes. It's a handoff to Cheney up the middle, and he gets 6. A nice run from him and some good blocking from the O-line. Dang it. Oh, come on, man. Van Dyke kept it on the option, and Dave Harris was right there. I drove him right into Van Dyke, and he just kind of ran into him. It didn't wrap up or do anything. So Van Dyke was able to just run in for a touchdown. That is extremely irritating. And the Hurricanes are now up 14-0. And we are well into the second quarter now, so we've got to answer. As number 9 Clemson goes down to Georgia Tech. A whole lot of upsets happening around the country today. Swing out to Blake Watson. He shakes off a tackle. Nice catch and run from Blake Watson, and he's got 18 yards on our first play of the drive. Marshall on a quick little hitch. He's got a 6 and much closer to the first down. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. They got a loaded box. Hopefully they're expecting a run here because we're throwing out of this formation. And a couple receivers running together, and Jordan Bly makes the catch. He nearly squeaked through and had a touchdown, but he gets a 17 and a big 3rd down conversion. Oh boy, they're bringing the pressure. We're going to try and hit Marshall over the middle. He's got it. He reaches forward and gets the first down. Rob Jones into the game now at quarterback, and they take Livingston, so Jones will get the carry here. Puts a move on the defense, shook a tackle, and he's got 12 yards. Nice running from Rob. It seemed to work pretty well. We're going to try it again here. And they once again dive in on Livingston, and Rob cuts it upfield, gets another first down, and it's 1st and goal. Just a straight handoff to Livingston this time. And he finds the seam, and he's in! John Livingston! Nice running there, and he's got us on the board with just under a minute and a half left here in the first half. Beautiful blocking, and Livingston did a great job finding the right hole to run through. And we have cut their lead down to 1 score. If we could just keep them off the board here the rest of the half, it will be in okay shape going into the second half. I am fully anticipating that Miami will come out aggressive here, and they're coming out in a 5-wide look, so that appears to be the correct idea. As he throws it to the right, I thought Thomas might be able to make a break on the ball, but Brinson makes a catch and gets 5. Once again, coming out in 5 wide, Miami, and he's looking deep, and he's got a receiver. The one-handed catch by Keyshawn Smith. Both Josh Cruz and someone else got burnt in coverage. We called like a cover 4, very like deep set defense. Anton Stewart, it looks like it was, and somehow he got past both defenders for a big gain. Gosh dang it, guys. Van Dyke has 15 years to throw, and he finds Brinson over the middle. Romello Brinson with a 19-yard gain, and they're well inside our 10, and Miami has called their first timeout of the half. First and goal here, and it's a QB run, and Alex Solano flies through and brings Van Dyke down. They call their second timeout of the half, and it's second and goal. Oh, and it's a touchdown. Brashard Smith got behind the defense, and it is another score for Miami. They go back up 2 scores with 57 seconds left in the half. That is super frustrating. We couldn't get a stop there. I mean, they scored in like 30 seconds, for crying out loud. And now we got to try and answer because I don't want to go be down 2 scores going into the half. Hayden Wolf back in the game, obviously, as we need to get our pass game oh gosh dang, what was that? That looked like they could have called interference. We're looking for Alexander over the middle. They didn't call anything, so it's 2nd and 10. Gosh, their pass rush is really good. Hayden Wolf got a weird amount of running room, and he gets 16 yards on the carry. 47 seconds left in the half, and he got out of bounds, so it stops the clock. Miami's coming out with not a lot of like over-the-top help at the snap, but it seems like we can't actually get any big plays over the top. But there's one. John Marshall right on cue gets 26 yards, and we're just going to call a timeout because that was a big gain. Give the offense a chance to breathe. But a nice job by Marshall to get open there and make the catch. Jordan Bly on the out route. He's got the catch, and he's got quite a big gain. 20 yards, gets pushed out just before reaching the 10-yard line. Oh, I would have loved to hit Kuntz there, but I'm not gonna. Hayden Wolf just taking off, and he gets close to the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and 2. We still have 2 timeouts as well. We can consider running the ball. I think that's a really good idea. We're gonna give it to Livingston in this short yardage situation. Boy, their defensive line really clogged up the running lane, but we do get the first down, and we are gonna call a timeout. We could have probably no huddled there since the clock was gonna stop for the first down anyway, but I'm confident we can punch it in. Livingston gets it again. He's got it. Touchdown, Monarchs. John Livingston with his 2nd touchdown of the day, punching it in on the goal line once again. And we have cut it back down to 1 score. What a massive drive by the offense. And now, once again, we have to keep them from scoring for the rest of the half. So hopefully we can do that now. Miami comes out throwing. They want more points, and they hit it to the outside, and Brashard Smith makes the catch. They said he didn't get out of bounds, so the clock is still running. They're coming out in no huddle now. So they're really trying to get more points on the board here. As Alex Solano got in there on the pass rush, on the blitz kind of, they hit Keyshawn Smith for a catch, and they aren't calling their final timeout. So this is presumably going to be the last play of the half. And never mind, they just let the clock run out. So maybe they weren't that eager to try and score. Down 21-14 at the half to the number 17 team in the country. I'll take it. It was not a very good half from us. The defense was porous at best. We didn't really stop them at all. And our offense had the turnover on our first drive, and that's the reason for the deficit. So we're going to have to come out and play near perfect second half, I think, to pull this one out. It's definitely possible, but we gotta play a lot better for sure. Livingston gets the carry here, and a nice run, finds a seam, and he's got 11 yards. Livingston gets the carry on the counter here. Oh, he looked like he shook off those tackles, but another defender came in to clean up the play. Play action over the middle. Marshall's got the catch and the first down. 7 yards. John Marshall having a nice day through the air with 5 catches already. Ollie Jennings had it in his hands, and on the big hit, he dropped it. That's really disappointing. That was going to be a very manageable 3rd down. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Ollie Jennings on the corner route. He's got it. A 17-yard catch. Went up and got it over the defender. The big receiver making the big play, and that's a huge third down conversion. Gonna try out our option game again. Rob Jones back on the field. They take Livingston on the play. Some good blocking downfield, and Rob Jones fights for 13 yards. My gosh, this kid is so impressive carrying the ball. Once again, they take Livingston on the option, and he loses his balance. He tripped over his own lineman. That was going to be a nice gain for Rob. Instead, it's a 1-yard loss. Gosh dang it, man. Trying it again just because I don't feel good throwing down here. And Jones has a lot of running room. Gosh dang it, I tried to cut around that block to the left, and I got caught on him. That was going to be a touchdown. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 1. They're loading up the middle, seemingly ready for this play, but we're going to trust the O-line anyway. Livingston gets the carry. No, he tripped! I can't believe 2 plays on this drive. We've tripped over our own lineman's feet, and it's costed us yardage. There it cost us a 3rd down conversion. Now it's 4th and 2, and oh no. I'm just going to take the points. I don't want to come up empty on this drive. I'd rather cut it to a 4-point lead than risk not getting points at all. But I'm extremely annoyed that it seemed like it wasn't the defense stopping us. It was just that we were tripping over our own players. Outside of like a 4th quarter late game situation, this might be as big of a possession as you can find. We have got to come up with a stop here as Josh Cruz lays out the receiver there after a gain of 5. Van Dyke just throws it up. Can someone come down with it? No, I was hoping for an interception. Instead, it falls incomplete. Only Van Dyke's 2nd incompletion of the game, mind you. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Huge 3rd down play. Can we get a stop? It looks like they're running a screen, and Amari Morrison blows it up. Xavier Restrepo gets the catch, but it is stopped before it could ever get started. And we come up with a huge stop on defense, and we are going to be getting the ball back. On Alexander on the sideline. He got it. A nice little toe tap, and he's got a 1st down. Play action. Want Bly on the outside. It's intercepted. No. He had separation to the outside, and the guy somehow cut right in the throwing lane and picked off Hayden Wolf for his 2nd turnover of the day. Gosh dang it. He was absolutely open. It's just the window closed crazy fast. Gosh dang it. And, oh my gosh, James Ostrander just absolutely destroyed that read option play. Van Dyke did not pass it off for some reason, and Ostrander just completely blew him up. Miami likes coming out 5 wide. They've done it quite a few times today. As he wants to throw to Smith. No, Josh Cruz, what are you doing, dude? He didn't even try and tackle him. He just ran, like, through him, basically, but didn't bring him down. It's just, there's been a lot of weird plays like that in this game. This is bizarre. It's an option play. I tried to get to the outside with Ostrander, couldn't get there. Ali gets blocked out of the play. Van Dyke's got all kinds of room down the sideline. Davian Charity tries to stop him, but he slides into the end zone on his head. And Miami is back up 2 scores. Gosh dang it, man. We had our chance, unfortunately, and Wolf threw a pick. And then immediately Miami scores on their next drive. Oh, gosh, this has been such a frustrating game, and we're running out of time to make a comeback at this point. Gosh dang it, there is not a lot of time to throw here, and Wolf just under duress constantly. It's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter, 28-17. Miami's got the lead over us, and we have to score on this drive, and unfortunately it's already 3rd and 10, so not great. Just gonna chuck it deep to Ali Jennings down the sideline. He can't make the catch. And 5 minutes and change left. I think we have no choice but to go for this. Over the middle, Vincent Young, the true freshman wide receiver, gets open and makes the catch. A huge 4th down conversion. Let's see if we can get the momentum going now a little bit. Jordan Bly deep down the right sideline. He's got it. Puts a move on the defense. He's still going. Breaking tackles. And he's in. Touchdown, Monarchs! What an unbelievable catch and run from Jordan Bly. Can you believe it? And just like that, we are on the board, and on the board like we weren't on the board before. Oh no, are they about to take this from us? Oh, they're about to take this from us. They're going to say he was down. Probably rightfully so. Oh, yeah. Gosh dang it, he was. Oh, that's so disappointing. That would have been such a great touchdown to have stand. Yeah, we're going to be down at like that 3rd to half yard line, roughly. Ugh. You just got to take the fun out of it, don't you, replay booth? Look at where that ball is. I mean, it is basically in the end zone already. And this is almost a formality the way our O-line's been blocking. Never mind. That guy just shed 2 blocks at the same time and stopped Livingston at the goal line. So we're going to have to run another play. And there it is. John Livingston, his 3rd touchdown of the game, cuts the 7-point lead back down to 4 points. And we're going to need a stop by the defense again, which I hate to say because they finally got us the stop we needed on the last, or 2 possessions ago, and we immediately gave the ball back with the interception. So, but we need another one now. Defense got to get one more stop. I can't believe they're still coming out in 5 wide sets. I figured they would start just like running the ball to kill time, as there's a short gain of 3 over the middle to Brinson. A little counter run for Chaney, and he is breaking the tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's out to about the 45-yard line. Gosh dang it, guys. Bring him down, will you? Van Dyke over the middle. He's got Restrepo, and that is another big gain for Miami, 17 yards. Van Dyke going deep to the end zone. Oh, Cruz, come on, man. That ball's going right to you. You have to make that pick in that spot, man. Come on. Absolutely huge spot here. 3rd and 8. They've got the ball in our territory. Can we get one more stop? Chaney gets to Gary, and Damian Charity stacks them up. We're going to call timeout. 4th and 6 coming up with 2 minutes, 38 seconds left. They're going to be kicking the field goal. If they make it, it's still a 1-score game, but I would obviously much prefer that they miss this. It's going to be considerably long, almost 50 yards, and that is a no-doubter. Holy crap, they've got a kicker. And that extends their lead back up to 7, but it is a 1-score game, and we're getting the ball back with just over 2.5 minutes to go. All right, here we go. One drive for all the marbles to either take the lead or force overtime. We hit Bly for a gain of 5. It's a decent start, but obviously we're going to have to make some bigger plays than that. I wanted Alexander. He was open, but I got hit as I threw it, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. Crap. Oh, gosh dang it. Just can't get anyone open, and the pass rush got in there again. 4th and 5. We got no choice. We're going for it. 4th and 5 for all the marbles. Here we go. The snap's good. The throw to Jordan Bly. He knocked it out. No, come on, man. He had it in his hands. It was a 4th down conversion. We had it, and he dropped it. He got it. He let it get knocked out by the defender. That is so disappointing, dude. Come on. You can't let the game end like that, Jordan. Technically, this game is not over yet. It certainly is feeling like it, but we can still theoretically stop them as long as they don't get a 1st down, but that's not a good start. Hand out to Chaney again, and that is probably going to do it. I called a timeout just because why not, I guess, but that is, I think, going to be the icing. Well, in true Miami fashion, they're not taking they're not taking knees yet. They're still handing it off. So hopefully, maybe we could force fumble or something. I don't know. And a big hit by Ali. It's not really going to matter because the ball didn't come out, basically. 3rd and 6. One more handoff to Chaney, and I mean, why not? Add some insult to injury. Punch it in because our defense can't stop them for some reason. And that's going to put them up 2 scores. It doesn't even matter. 16 seconds left. Whatever. Just chucking it deep because why not? And I mean, I guess that's pretty fitting, isn't it, that it ends up being intercepted. And of course, there's 1 second left on the clock because this game just won't end. Oh, look, Miami does in fact know how to take a knee. That's gonna do it. Miami comes to town and beats us by 14. Realistically, they beat us by 7. I don't know why they weren't kneeling it out on their last drive, but whatever. So, yeah, not a great game. No one really played particularly well. Tyler Van Dyke had a ridiculous game, 16 for 19. Barely forced any incompletions. And our offense was okay, but I mean Hayden Wolf threw 2 interceptions. I'm not even gonna count that last one because that's just whatever. But the 2 interceptions that he had were realistically the difference in the game. You can't turn the ball over like that. And the defense didn't play well enough. Couldn't stop them. A lot of stupid plays like that one where Van Dyke took off and ended up running for a touchdown. A lot of missed tackles, which was weird. Like we couldn't get him on the ground, and sometimes guys just wouldn't even touch him, even though I was like moving him into him or whatever. So I don't know. Bizarre game on the defensive side of the ball. Just didn't have any answers, and sucks, but that's what happens. Hayden Wolf, subpar day through the air. 14 for 27 for 224 yards is considerable, but no touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and of course that completion percentage only being 51 is not good. Just, just bad through the air. Just couldn't. I don't know. It felt like he was never really in a rhythm. I didn't feel like I didn't like feel like I had a lot of confidence in the game with him, if that makes sense. Felt like receivers couldn't get open. Obviously, he was under duress a lot. Surprised he didn't end up taking any sacks considering their pass rush. But yeah, not a good day for Wolf. John Livingston was fine, I guess, filling in for Monroe. 15 carries for 54 yards is not a great average, but he did have 3 touchdowns. Obviously, all of them coming pretty much on the goal line. As you can see, a long carry of only 11 yards. He was mostly held in check from any big plays, so he did fine. I'm not going to complain about his performance, but it obviously isn't like what we could have gotten out of a guy like Monroe. Rob Jones came in and did pretty well. 6 carries for 44 yards, no touchdowns, but he was effective running the ball. If the game got out of hand one way or another, I probably would have considered letting him actually run a drive and throw the ball because I don't think we've attempted a pass with him yet this season. Maybe one at most, but usually we bring him in for that kind of option game. So maybe we'll get a look at him. If Wolf comes out with another performance like this in our next game, it would be probably not the worst idea to put Rob in the game. Hayden Wolf did okay as a scrambler, weirdly enough. Had 2 carries for 24 yards. And, yeah, that's about it on the ground game. I'm just disappointed, man. Jordan Bly, our leading receiver, 4 catches for 97 yards and no touchdowns. It did have a touchdown, but it was called back. As declared he was down at the line, or down near, pretty much at the goal line. John Marshall, 5 catches for 62 yards. A nice day for him. And then Vincent Young came in, had a huge catch on a 4th down that we needed. Blake Watson had a nice little catch and run for 18. Ollie Jennings, 1 for 17. Justin Alexander, 1 for 9. And John Livingston, 1 for 1. Allie Jennings did also have that drop on that one route over the middle. And Jordan Bly with the drop that basically lost us the game. Couldn't get it on 4th down. He was open. He had the ball in his hands. I think you could even argue he almost had it long enough that it would have counted as a fumble instead, but he caught it and couldn't hang on to it, which is really, really crushing because he's been such a good player for us all year. It's basically since the start of this series, but we needed him in that spot and he didn't come through. Ali, our leading tackler on the day with 6, followed by Lamarian James with 5. Had some TFLs, 2 for Dave Harris, 1 for Ali, and 1 for James Ostrander. No sacks on the day, and really not a great showing from the defense on the whole. Dave Harris, the only defensive lineman doing anything, so I guess we're going to get those bonus points for the recruit that we have visiting. But, yeah, I wish we could have gotten a little more out of the D-line. Obviously, no interceptions, but I wanted to point out Josh Cruz should have had 2 interceptions. Really disappointing, especially considering how dependable he was for like making interceptions last year. You know, he made so many picks last year, and this year there was this. I think that the first one was on like one of the first drives of the game, and then that one was in the end zone on their last drive. And like, if he just could have had that interception in his hands, it would have completely changed the outlook of the game. And he just couldn't reel it in. So super disappointed in him as well for not being able to intercept any of those passes. Unfriendly confines. Miami invades Old Dominion's turf and walks away with a victory. Just disappointing, man. Like, here's the weird thing about it. It's like Miami's a really good team. Obviously, I don't think I pointed it out, but I'm pretty sure they're like a 99 overall or 98 overall or something. So like, they're very talented. There's no doubt about that. And they're ranked 17th in the country. Like, they're a good team, but it just sucks to lose any game. Just in general, especially a game like that, when you look at the fact that we turned the ball over, 3 times, and our defense was just porous, couldn't stop Miami to save our lives. Like, we did make some stops, but there were a lot of those drives that should have been stopped, and we couldn't get a stop, and it was just frustrating. Like, even though it's a game that we shouldn't have, like, expected to win, per se, it still sucks, you know? Next week, we hit the road to take on Georgia Tech, so we'll sim on ahead and see if there's anything else we need to know before the end of the episode. Alright, we're officially in a recruiting battle with Matt Young with one other school, and then Michael Moore, who just visited our school. Got the 650 points for the visit, but did not choose to commit, so we're still going to have to put points into him. Oh, would you look at that. Georgia Tech is now ranked as well. Ranked 19th in the country at 3-1, so we've got another tough matchup on the docket next week as we continue ACC play here. But that is for next week. Thank all y'all for watching. Super disappointed in the outcome in this episode. Yeah, would have liked to come away with the win. Just wasn't in the cards today. Didn't make the plays that needed to be made. So we're going to study up on some film and get ready to hit the road against the Yellow Jackets next week. But that's it for now. Again, thank all y'all for watching. Love and appreciating each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, y'all.